Hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? Little Peasant Chat. Peasant Chat brought to you by, where is it? No. Oh my God. Rami Zaidan in the Parts Farm. Two Auto Solution in the Parts Farm. The two main sponsors. By the way, guys, today we're going to do a giveaway for cookies. That's right. On top of Parts Farm and Two Auto Solutions, we also have Oh My God Cookies, who they get a absolute bump every time we do giveaways for cookies. So I think you're going to get 3 cookies again. We're going to do that a couple of times. I'll talk to Melissa, and I think his name's Lake. Who names their kid Lake? River, Ocean. Anyway, we're going to do a giveaway, and it's to whoever the fuck I feel like it. So don't go out of your way trying to be funny, motherfucker. But I'll make sure that people, the guys at Oh My God Cookies, Oh My God Cookies _LLC on Instagram and ohmygodcookies.com, get the right info from you guys once I do the giveaway. So how's everyone doing today? Happy Sunday, happy Peasant Chat. Today we just kind of talk a little shit, but today I'm so glad that NMRA is happening this weekend. And a person that we know and we love, Scott Boda from Steeda, highlighted the absolute issue with that racing body or organization. And if you think, let's say, for instance, NMRA comes to your town, whether it be Maple Grove, or I don't know if it's Maple Grove anymore. I think that's closed. Ohio, Norwalk, Atlanta, Bowling Green, all that stuff. If you think you're going to see the fastest coyotes on the planet at an NMRA event, you are seriously mistaken. The fastest, maybe small block Fords or maybe some outlaw stuff. But if you think coyote guys or really fast street cars are going to actually show up to an NMRA event, you are sadly mistaken. NMRA goes out of their way, in my opinion, sadly, to bury themselves. And you wonder when you go to NMRA, how come Midnight Performance isn't here? How come Lund Racing isn't here? How come Wonder Racing isn't here? How about the guys at MSR, I think, the Brett LaSalle, Christian Murillo, all those guys? How come they're not here? Guys you see on Instagram, guys you see on, social media, YouTube. Why don't you guys see the fastest Fords out there that you know and love? Most of them end up at Texas 2K. Most of them end up at FL2K, but they don't end up in the Ford specific sanctioned events. And you wonder why. Well, I'm going to highlight Scott Boda's post yesterday on Facebook, and it absolutely highlights the reasoning. If you guys wonder, how come Lund Racing isn't going to go to Bradenton NMRA? How come Lund Racing doesn't go to the Georgia NMRA? Okay, I'm not going to speak for Lund Racing. I'll speak for me because maybe they have their own reasons, but I know the guys and we talk. So Scott Boda last night took this Silver Bullet Mustang, or Steeda's Silver Bullet Mustang. Let me open up the page here. Ran a stupid number, 846 at 162. I mean, built motor, Edelbrock E-Force, 10R80 car in True Street trim. So again, let me go share screen. And after that, we'll say hi to the people and then we'll talk some shit. Chrome tab, Scott Boda. Shout out to Scott Boda and the Steeda crew. All right, here we go. So Scott Boda right there yesterday was posted 13 hours ago. This is Scott Boda's profile in case you guys want to say hi to him and maybe friend request him so he can deny it and keep you in limbo forever. Epic first day for the Silver Bullet at the NMRA season opener. 846 at 162 with a 123.60 on the back tire. Backed it up with a 122 on a softer launch. Sandbagged it to the quickest 9-second average in True Street for the win. Okay, basically he did a strategic move where he averaged 9.0 so that he can win the 9.0 average on True Street. So what that means is you get 3 runs back to back to back after a 30-mile cruise. And the fastest run with 3, fastest average runs out of 3, you average the 3 out. If you have a low ET, you win. You win. There's a 10 second, 11 second, 9 second, 8 second, and then overall. So he won, or in his mind, he goes, I averaged a 9:010, so I should have won that shit, right? But listen to the next sentence. It blows my mind. But because we have a 6-point bolt-in roll cage, they DQ'd our average. They told me point blank, unbolt the cage and your 5-point safety belt, and you can run 9 O's. Otherwise, with a cage and with belts, you can only go 10 O's. Say what? Oh well, Carl was on point all weekend with the help of some great companies. And the guys commenting are on the fucking money, especially Scott Hasty. Let me look at Scott Hasty real quick. He just nailed it. Where is it? Tim Foster. Scott Hasty. Welcome to the NMRA. That's why all the bottom 8-second and high 7-second streetcars stay home. Curtis Forsberg. Literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Congrats on your efforts, though. Oh my God. Paul Lewis. Some people have zero common sense with how the rules are written. That cage should have been approved considering how NHRA states you don't need a cage to run 9.0. You don't need a cage to run 9.0 on modern vehicles. But their interpretation was, oh, if you have a cage in it, you're DQ'd if you go 8s. What? Robbie Kanjan. What the fuck? Take out safety equipment and be legal to go faster? That's some serious, never heard before bullshit. So confused on rule standards. Keep it up. I'm telling you, NMRA, congratulations on basically putting the last nail in the coffin of your racing event. I mean, really? If a guy shows up to a track, runs 8, let's say he runs 9.0 all the time, like it's his job, and he has no cage, no 5-point harnesses, has a factory seatbelt, factory seats, he is more legal based on your interpretations of the rules than someone that has a 6-point and a 5-point harness setup. Wait a minute. Why? Because it wasn't certified? Again, if you think you're going to see the fastest Fords around at an NMRA event, you are sadly mistaken. You want to see the fastest Fords around? FL2K, Texas 2K, if they actually get the GTRs off the track from breaking every other fucking pass. Streetcar Takeover, street events, street style events, half-mile events, because NMRA, which to me was like Fun Ford Weekend, they don't have a Turbo Coyote class. Think about it. They don't have a Turbo Coyote class. And if it is, it's weird. Do they have a 6R80 class? Do you know how packed and competitive the 6R80/10R80 class at Mod Nationals is? If you want to see the fastest Fords, modular Fords specifically on the planet, Mod Nationals is probably the best place to go. If you are a shop, if you're in the late model Mustang game, you prove your shit against other people at Mod Nats. That's where you end up. NMRA, congratulations on basically saying to everyone, fuck you. Oh, you have a street car? You had the forethought, or you thought ahead and said, let me get a cage in it and a 5-point harness so that I'm safe? Disqualified. Bro. And in their mental gymnastics, they'll say, well, we have to certify that. Bro, if there's no cage, no certification is happening. Treat it as if it had no cage. Just turn the blind eye. Has a cage and 5-point harnesses? Fuck it. It's more than the factory allows, so we'll allow it to go 850. Unbelievable. And now you guys understand why someone like me and most of the shops, badass shops, I'm saying high-end dumb shit, don't fuck with NMRA. Maybe you got, stock sealed, Coyote stock class. That's probably the coolest class in the whole NMRA thing. True Street to me is garbage and trash. because of the rule setup. They used to do a carbon door thing, an optic armor thing, a muffler, exhaust thing, and they reverted all of that. So imagine you built a car for the season opener, Bradenton NMRA, and you interpreted the rules one way, and they basically said, no, we interpret it this way. You can understand why the fast guys go, fuck this thing. Wet SVT has it right on the money. Being safe, sir? No, fuck you, sir. Die like a dumbass like the rest of us. Who are the clowns that make these rules at NMRA? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. And if they were to explain it to me, I don't think they'd do a better job. By the way, what you guys see behind me is one of the best gifts I've ever gotten from the fan, Kyle Brandon and Jason Lopez from CM Components. They basically made me a rear seat delete with my stupid face on it and LED strips on it so that it changes. And I laughed so hard when I opened the package. They even drew a big hairy dick on the package because it was funny. And Cal Brandon, thank you so much for getting me the rear seat delete. It's a really well-made piece. I never really was big for rear seat deletes. And the best thing about the kit is that it hinges. Okay. It has this little flap on the bottom that hinges, and it has 2 push locks on the top on factory mounting locations. You don't have to drill or nothing. You just push those, flap it down. You have access to the trunk. You flip it back up, clip them in, and you're done. Thank you so much, Jason Lopez and Kyle Brandon, for getting me that piece back there. I thought I'd show it off for you guys. So CM Components, I think. Let me give them a shout out. I think it's CM Components 1, CM Components. I want to make sure I do. Yeah, Jason Lopez, CM Components. I'll give him a shout real quick. Share screen. I might have them make one for section hate. You know what I mean? I want to make one section hate. There you go. He's got 1,972 followers. Your source for late model seat deletes and billet coil covers. Hey, there you go. Look at it. He's got some of his work up there. Don't sleep 5-0. So it's custom. So you can make really gay shit in the back. Oh, I like that very much. That looks really good. That looks really good. And it cuts it with the LED strip. So he kind of does it all. If you want to put your club name, like, Ganga Chocha or whatever the fuck you want to put in there, bro, look at that. He's got the subwoofers on the shit. That's a good idea, man. I'm gonna have to hit him up. But you see those little push tabs right here? So he makes stuff custom. So if you guys want some custom work, CM Components, follow him, see what the deal is, and support my people. But Kyle Brandon and Jason Lopez, thank you very much. That's badass shit. Skydiving without a parachute. Yes, imagine you go to a airstrip. Hi, how you doing? I'd like to skydive. Okay, I brought a parachute. I brought all. Nah, fuck that. Just jump out the bitch. Don't worry about it. Just jump out the bitch. It's all good. So stupid. NMRA is basically EPA now. Interpret the rules how they want. Fuck everyone else. Hey, NMRA. If you don't want to get popped by somebody like the EPA, is every single car that goes on a 30-mile cruise legal? Emissions legal? Huh? We want to bring up that subject? No, because drag and drive events are in direct what do you call it? When PRI and SEMA sanction drag and drive events, I go, wait a minute. And you also push the RPM Act? Isn't that contradictory to each other? Because the RPM Act only says you can make a VIN numbered car a race car, not street legal. You can make it a race competition only car. But then in the same breath, they're like, come and watch this fucking 2,000 horsepower 2010 Camaro get down the track. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, hell yeah, bro. Y'all got to get yourself a girl like this. Because I'm telling you, she hooked her brother up. God damn. I'm going to be like Demonology. You ever watch Demonology's live? He just chews for a half hour. What up, guys? How you guys doing? I'm like, dude, pay attention to the chat a little bit. So I'll sprinkle some of that stuff in once in a while. Man, look at that. It's all good. Kenneth Phillips says, I got a 2020 F-150 proper traction control off method. Push the button once, then hold the 8 seconds for StabiliTrak. Still stock, trying to keep the truck from a 13 heads-up class low. No, Kenneth, just hold it down. Hold it down for 7 or 10 seconds, and it says advanced track. I said, yeah, homegirl got the hookup. She just, She goes, what do you want? Just scrambled eggs, bacon, and I'm a happy cat. And bang, done. Nice and easy. Demonology show is great because you basically see his nice kitchen setup and how good his wife takes care of him. And you guys, if you guys are members of the dating channel, I talk to you about what a good girl is, and Omga's a good girl. You know what I'm saying? Damn, son. Get your girl like that. You got it, Kenneth Phillip. Just hold it down until it says advanced track off on the screen, and you should be good to go. We just made hot chocolate and chocolate chip muffin, says Money 540. Alex getting paid for laying the good bitch up. Smart woman. There's a guy who makes a plug-in switch to completely turn off traction for the F-150s. Okay, so F-150s have been kind of funky. So if you notice, an F-150, 10 or 80 F-150, if it makes a 1-2 shift and it spins, it'll automatically skip the shift and go to like 3, 4, 5. And when you hold down advanced track, there is still some kind of traction interruption happening. There's still some kind of traction interruption happening. And I think you like disable, like you literally have to unplug the ABS sensors to have like absolutely no interruption when it comes to traction control. You know what I'm saying? Man, this bacon's legit. Holy shit, girl. It's Michael says, Alex, your bitch out game must be stronger than a 12-valve Cummings. I mean, life's good. I can't complain. I really can't complain. And it's the peasant chat, so I'll just chew on the fucking mic, and I don't care. Y'all ain't paying. But someone became a new member. Vig69 became a new member. Thank you very much for becoming a new member. Vig69, VIGG69. It's a good time. Get yourself a Filipina, girl. Alex, stability control can't be shut off, I thought. No, I think it's advanced track. Stability control, like, well, look, with advanced track off on my 19 Mustang, I can literally put that fucker in a ditch. Like, I can literally put that fucker in a ditch. What's your take on the 2,000 RPM rattle? That's really a bunch of piston slap. Kale, it's just part of in my opinion, it's an inherent coyote trait that I wouldn't really stress about. Like, I sold my red car with a slight tick. The owner knew it, and I think he's going to try to flip it on the next guy. And if the next guy isn't aware of the coyote tick, he's going to be disappointed because on the normal idle tune, that thing ticks pretty hard. So I don't know. It's one of those things where I just ignore it. I just get a louder exhaust or get the Camloped idle tune in and not stress it, in my opinion. I got a 2022 10R80, says Zach. Coming from a Gen 2 MT82, looking forward to seeing what the Gen 3 can do. Now, you're going to notice that Gen 3 Mustangs need a lot less, especially 10 or 80 Mustangs, to go fast. You're a ported manifold, if you want to port it. Cold air, lightweight from a 10-second car, and like in good weather, or really low 11-second car. A lot of people buy the premium package. A lot of people buy the Magna Ride, all this stuff, and then they try to make it a race car. And I'm like, if you want to get a race car, guys, get the base model. Jesus up in here with the bread and wine. Crispy or limp bacon? Crispy, bro. She don't do it. We're Hispanic here. We are Hispanic people. We like it on the crispy side. We don't do limp bacon. We don't like that chewy shit. What about? Hey, Alex, when are you going to release the video on the white car? It's not done yet. Tim Fush. 2 weeks in the making. That's the thing. I work a full-time job. Go to the gym. Hang out with the girlfriend. And in between all that bullshit, if I happen to get video in, I'll get it in. It's running good now. I got to get on the dyno. The dyno's currently busy at Power by the Hour. So I got to get on the dyno or do a 60 to 130 hit. But today's my only free day of not working all week. So do you think I'm going to video all day today? Hell no. I'll video when it's convenient. You'll get it when you get it. My tick went away when I installed my V3 boost is the cure. That bacon looks legit. It is legit. That's the funny thing. So early on in the Coyote game, if you guys remember when Coyotes were first coming out and the 2.9 Crusher kit was coming out with the Whipple stuff, a lot of people said, I can't believe that the cure to fix a Coyote is to boost it. And it's weird, like the extra pressure on the pistons seems to have like quieted things down. The slight tension on the crank, the slight added cylinder pressure seemed to have smoothed everything out. And people were like, I can't believe the cure to the coyote tick or the coyote grenading is boost. And that's why I tell people, guys, you can forego the NA stuff. Look, how much money do I have into, if I was to buy the stuff, how much money would I have into the white car? And if it runs a 6-something 60 to 130, what am I competing against? So pump gas, 10 PSI, 60 to 130. Let's say I get in the sixes. That's like 2020 GT500 area. Think about it. 60 to 130 in the sixes is 2020 GT500, $100,000, 2650, 5.2 Predator, DCT realm. Those with a tune, free-flowing exhaust, they go deep into the sixes. But if I can touch a 6 in my pump gas centrifugal car, 10 or 11 PSI manual, I'm way ahead of the game. And the NA guys, in order to achieve that, have to king gut it, over the radiator intake, exotic fuels, super, super duper lightweight, 8+ thousand RPM shifts. Dude, pump gas, stick shift, full weight. I ain't about that fucking life. I am not about that life. 710, guys, put up the price for how much premium it is. How much is premium fuel in your area? Put up the price and location. Angel Jovel said 565 for 91 in Cali. Grinding Gear says 710 for premium in California. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. I literally can't believe that. Coyote Kelly says, I've been using my wrenches every day at work. Also, the OnlyFans is coming soon. Yes, he got free set of Snap-on wrenches that were used, but they're Snap-on wrenches. Homeboy got taken care of. But today, we're giving away cookies. Let's see how much gas prices are in your area. It's about $3.99 here for basic shit. It's like $4.30. It's like $4.30 for me in Palm Beach Gardens. Okay, here we go. Wow, we got all the prices. Love it. E85 once again has become cheaper, $3.49. So let's go. $4. It's just a dick. Says $4 yesterday in Texas, $4.91, $1.90 a liter in Canada, $3.95 in the 956. Puro pinche 956 a la verga.
Puro pinche 956 a la verga.
$4.89 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. E85 is cheaper. P8, $4.75. Sheldon Ray, $4.89 South. $4.89 in South Alabama. $4.27 Fredericksburg. $4.90 in Albany. $4.10 to $4.30 in Lake Worth. You're right. South Louisiana. Ha! Y'all even Louisiana. Hey, are you guys tripping on the whole NBA YoungBoy and Gucci Mane beef and Boozy beef? Someone's beef with Boozy. It's gonna be a problem. ONIE. Close to 4 in Houston. 710 is ridiculous. 465, 181 in Leader, Saskatchewan, 490 in Ohio, 390 E85. No clue what the cost per gallon is. The fuck am I to do? Not get it. I get it. But you notice because my fill-ups went from $45 to $60. So you're like, no, it's not at the end of the world because people freak the fuck out. But if you drive a truck for a living, oof, that racks up real quick. Boy, she put onions in this shit, bro. Oh my God. She gonna get the side, bitch, yo. You gonna get the behind the back, bitch, yo. She gonna get all the bitch, yo. $4.30 in Connecticut for regular. Sheesh. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yesterday's price.
That's what you get when you vote the wrong way. Stupid, dumbass.
Yesterday's price.
It's not
today's price.
I'm telling you. All the bitch, y'all, says Tyler Hornby. The gas station directly by my house hasn't changed his prices. So 93 is still $4.11 everywhere else. It's $5.30 in Maryland. I wonder why that is. Damn, Alex, you can pronounce Saskatchewan good. Damn. What do you think? Do you think I'm some dumb motherfucker that doesn't know how to say Saskatchewan? Oh, he's Puerto Rican. He must say some dumb shit. And I can say Saskatchewan. They're like, I can't say Bro, bacon's crunchy. Got me dunking. I'm telling you, I gotta go ring shopping. Do you know what I'm saying? Did the US conversion and to US and gallons is about 625. Holy shit, son. Now, okay, I hear a lot of you guys saying weird stuff like open the pipeline. That's not going to change shit, guys. We're still getting oil from Canada via train. And if anyone has more to benefit but to keeping the pipeline closed is the train company, right? Like the railroad that actually has the contract to bring the oil down would stand to lose more if the pipeline was open. So let's say the pipeline is totally fixed and people deal in futures. And I know how futures work. I'm not stupid. But if the pipeline was opened up, that doesn't do shit today. In a couple of years, it might, but today it doesn't do shit. But in the futures market, if you drill for energy, meaning if you say we're going to allow drilling for shale oil or shale gas and natural gas, fracking and all that stuff, the energy prices immediately drop. The energy prices immediately drop. Look, when people were, when Barack said, and I hate to be political, when Barack said you can't drill your way out of poverty, yes, you can. If we're sitting on insane natural gas reserves that we can get at due to new technology, energy prices go down. Even Elon Musk had to say it. Imagine a guy who makes his living off electric cars saying, I hate to say it, but Elon Musk, Elon Musk oil. And it's on the news. Let me see what it says here. Elon Musk calls for increase in U.S. oil production to combat the Russia oil, because, you know, we're stupid, in order to kind of become to not have an energy crisis. Could you imagine we're actually buying oil from Russia while they're over attacking Ukraine? We'll work for gas. Get a job in the oil field that's rocking here in Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan. When I worked in the oil field, and the Railroad Commission was in charge of everything. Warren Buffett has a major interest in the railroads. Berkshire Hathaway. Good morning. Good morning. EPA says, good morning, everyone. Sorry, I'm late. It's all good. We already told the people we're going to give away some cookies to whoever the fuck I feel like. And if you've already won stuff, if you're Coyote Kelly, if you're Jared Wells, if you're Bondo Bird, I'm probably not going to pick you guys because you guys have gotten it all. Oh no, politics, says Brian Cassette. USA paying $100 a barrel. They're saying by December, $200 a barrel. Guys, $7 and $8 gas is going to be a thing. Watch. You guys voted this shit in. Bobby Trump was telling you this all the time. Bobby Trump was telling you this for a long time.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm going to come. And we say bye-bye.
Yep.
Oh.
You knew elections have consequences. And when a president tells you fuck oil, fuck oil, fuck oil, this is exactly what happens. Fuck oil. So next time you go to vote, asshole, and you think mean tweets and grabbing her by the pussy is a negative, think about that at the gas pump next time. I appreciate. I'm not done. But thank you. Look at that. She was even looking out for the plate because she needs it cleaned before she's okay in the head. You know what I'm saying? 470 in Detroit. Yeah, those cookies up here. Yeah, send those cookies up here to Saskatchewan. He just liked hearing me say Saskatchewan. Do you drink all the milk before you pour your cereal to make sure it's good? What? No way. I don't pour all my. What is he trying to make a joke that I'm not aware of? Let me clean my plate because I want homegirl to be okay. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, she's doing dishes. Homeboy got to be on point. I got to do my job is clean my plate off. You know what I'm saying? Guys, it's Peasant Chat. You're going to watch me eat. Like, it's like the demonology chat. Why did the views go up when I started eating? That's the weird one. You guys like seeing my mouth move? Hey, Alex, how much for the bike? I need a cheap ride to work. That one cost me $100. and it's a Hoffman. It's a Hoffman bike. So with inflation, how it is, I'd let it go for $8,000. Evan Smith says, "Shout out to her." Shout out to her is right, dude. They like you. What they like the was you use your mouth. Oh my God, it's just a dick. Check your spelling, bro. They like the was you use your mouth. Unreal. I thought Tony did your dishes. Don't clean your plate, no dessert. You know what I'm saying? I do know what you're saying. Okay, now I will put the plate over here and see if it automatically disappears. There it is. Bam. It's got, thank you, babe. She's great. All this year, I don't mind paying $3.55 drum once race fuel due to the gas prices everywhere. I'm telling you, does that mean that race gas is also going to go up? You know what I mean? Does that mean that race gas is going to go up also? Why? It's not distilled in the same place. It's not traded the same way. And then I saw a video that someone sent to me on Engineering Explained about how ethanol is worse for the environment per... Okay, so he was talking about corn-based fuel, corn-based ethanol. He's not wrong, because when you take into account what you need to do to actually get fuel out of the corn, it's probably costing more per gallon to get fuel out of corn than any other method. You have to put it in the ground. So that means farm equipment have to clear land, dig it up, till it, and all that goes into the environmental impact of corn. The tilling releases carbon dioxide. The tractors release carbon dioxide. The distilling of the corn for different ethanol blends, it takes energy. So I understand what he was trying to say. He wasn't saying ethanol is bad. He's just saying in order to get fuel from corn-based, specifically ethanol, it's not exactly beneficial. No inflation when you go to Mexico. That Engineering Explained video was cringy. It wasn't cringy, Bruce Lee. I understood what he was trying to do, but for someone that didn't, look, I'm very careful with the words I use. And when he said corn-based ethanol, there's sugarcane-based ethanol. There's different types of ethanol that can be made out there. But he was specifically talking about corn because back in the day, they used lead to have an octane booster. So this octane booster we have now is ethanol. Corn-based ethanol is what we're using as an octane booster. My car runs on moonshine. Damn, I think it's the first time seeing Alex eat on the streams. Good for you, brother. Homegirl takes care of the kid. You know what I'm saying? Life's good. Diaz will help you. Wait. Diaz will help drag out Ukraine as long as possible to distract you from all the other failures and try to blame it on the high oil prices upon the war. Look, this isn't good for if you're talking that they're going to use the Ukrainian war as like a distraction. I don't doubt that, but it's not going to benefit them. It's not going to benefit a Democrat where Afghanistan was the exit of Afghanistan was bad. The economy was bad as fuck. In terms of inflation, yeah, jobs grew, but that's like they're measuring the jobs on COVID. Like COVID, everyone lost businesses. They lost the fucking apartments. Families were destroyed. Kids were destroyed. So you can't really say, well, we added 600,000 jobs. Yeah, but you probably millions down from pre-COVID stuff. Q16 will be over 200 for 5 gallons before the season is over. Thanks, Sleepy Joe. Can you run a carb on the 85 fuel? Yes, Shark Marls. It has to be a specific carb. Dems go to hell. Elote-based ethanol is the way to go. He mentioned switchgrass as an alternative to ethanol, so got to look into that. Exactly, Bruce Lee. He was specifically, look, the ethanol that we get that is corn-based was basically, for lack of a better word, what is the name that I'm trying to, the word that I'm trying to use, where a government pays you to do something. So farmers were paid by the government to grow corn. They were incentivized to grow corn. So The government was dictating what most farmers grew on their land. And they said, hey, we're going to pay this much for the amount of corn. And it was, there's a name for that. And I forget. I'm sorry. I'm kind of blanking. But if it was in the open market and the government wasn't involved, the corn-based ethanol would not be cheap. The government was giving the farmers money to grow it as an alternative. And it ended up, we got lucky with $1.50, $1.14, $2 a gallon race gas, basically, FE85. And once the government subsidies, that's how it subsidizes. Once the government subsidies went away, going away, they said, hey, everything's going to go up in price. Someone said something about Tony here. Did Tony get breakfast? Yeah, Tony got breakfast. Absolutely. Yesterday's COVID is not today's COVID subsidized. Good job. Thank you very much, Mr. SVT. Yes, subsidies. So the government paid the farmers or subsidized the farmers to grow corn. That's why we got such cheap ethanol. If the subsidies go away, what do you think the actual cost, the actual real world cost to grow, distill, distribute ethanol-based fuel from corn-based ethanol fuels? Well, look at Ignite. Look at Ethanol 1R. Look at the people that sell race-specific stuff that I think have control of their own distilling, their own grow farms, everything. It's going to be expensive. So once the subsidy goes away, hey, thank you. The government was paying for cheap gas. I'm not stupid. I didn't know what the deal is. Government subsidies. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. We have incentivized subsidies. You guys get it. Sub sandwich. Putin is giving Kamala the good bitch while Sleepy Joe watches. He can do what he wants. Government subsidies. Now, have you guys watched this whole Ukraine thing? And maybe I'm the only one. Have you guys watched this Ukraine thing and go, why do we care? I know the loss of life is awful. I get it. But as a country, why do we need to get involved? Why do we need to go in there and do anything? I've always thought, why do we care about what happens in Ukraine? You know who put that government in? They go do some research. Who put the current Ukrainian government in? Who had weird business dealings with Ukrainian power companies? And now we have to go in there gung ho talking about I don't know. It's one of those things. Look, the loss of life is terrible and nobody wants that nation to suffer. But the United States does not have to be the America. What is it called? The world police. Back in the 90s, we were accused of being the world police, Team America world police. So, okay. Well, if Putin wants to take Ukraine, what happened to Crimea? Did we go, remember Crimea? Russia went and just took Crimea. Bam, bada bing, bada boom. It's ours again. Did we do anything? Did we have Fox News telling you to arm motherfuckers? No. But why do we care about what happens in Ukraine? Name other places in the world where a country, a nation is making their population suffer. Hell, most of Africa's like that. North Korea. So let's say Ukraine gets taken over by Putin, and in 2 or 3 years' time, the Ukraine is back in, the control of the Russia. And then China goes, hey, you know what? Taiwan's looking really nice right now. Are we going to arm the citizens of Taiwan? Are we going to go in there and say the exact same thing we said about Ukraine and Russia? Oof, that'll be an interesting one. I say that and get looked at like I'm an asshole and I don't care about America. And that's why we don't trade with Ukraine. Sorry, bro, not my fight. Wait, SVT, aren't you in the armed services? I wonder if Russia moved on Afghanistan again, we would have the same energy. If we would have the same energy, right? Hitler wasn't stopped when he invaded Poland. Putin needs to be stopped before he invades another country. This is bigger than just Ukraine. No, this is not the same thing. This is not the same thing. You're comparing it to a guy who wanted to take over the world. Putin just wants the USSR to be back to what it was, right? That is not our fight. Unless we're attacked. Look, I love you. I understand what you're trying to say. Unless we are attacked, I don't. And then the problem is if Poland gets attacked, they're a NATO nation. And look, I'm one of these guys. I'm like, why is it our fight? So much dirty money in Ukraine. That's why the U.S. leaders care. Exactly. It's where Obama and the deep state got all their money hiding. It's because it's where Biden and his crackhead son do their dirty work. It's not about Hitler. It's not about any Hitler stuff. It's about other shit. Ukraine's a major exporter of ores and minerals and oil. I don't understand why everyone looks to the U.S. for help. Fill those 55-gallon drums up, starting fuel reserve for myself. Look, I'm looking into it. I'm looking into just getting some fuel somewhere. Obama, Clinton, Biden team did it. La Masa, worst crime group, and then the cartels. Guys, do your history. Do your history check. Do your history check about Ukraine and what's currently going on, and then you'll get well versed. Forget what Fox and all these guys are telling you. Forget all the human. I get it. It sucks. It's awful, but we don't have to go in there. We don't have to go in there. Taiwan is NATO. Imagine if China starts knocking on Taiwan's door and like, yeah, we want this shit. It's going to be interesting. But what if Canada came over to take the USA? You don't want Mexico to come help you out? Oh, fuck. Yeah, they aren't in NATO, so it's not our business. Ukrainian president is a G, though. Is he, though? Is he really? Is he really? Ukrainian decided not to join NATO. Fuck Joe Biden and his dad for not pulling out. Also, if China takes Taiwan, they will control 100% trading globally. Did you see the CDC guidelines on a necklace attack? No. I don't think I want to. These are two countries that have a long, storied, complicated history with each other. Exactly. It's not just like, oh, take over and democracy ends if Ukraine falls. It's multi-layered. It's not just it's not just a simple humanitarian thing. There's a bunch of stuff going on. Now, let's say Putin, right? They're calling Putin crazy. Look, he's killing people. Not a good thing. But let's say Putin is out there to try to get the control of Ukraine, and he starts pumping out the shit that he found out about the Ukraine situation. You know, like, wait a minute. Ukraine has been under this control, that control. I'm not saying they're right. Fuck no. I'm saying, you know, they should stop and go back and all that shit should stop. But the United States should not be involved. The United States should not be involved. No, thank you. NATO was never going to get Ukraine to join. We're already trying to get the scientists and engineers out of Taiwan to move them to Arizona to make silicon chips. I say it ain't our business. I'm kind of with you there. Yeah, for now, till they finish kicking me out because COVID. You misread what I said. I care about the USA. No. I know what you're saying. I read it properly. I just wondered if you were in the armed services. I say that and get looked like I'm an asshole. No, I care about America. And that is why we don't trade with Ukraine. Sorry, bro, not my fight. Exactly, 100%. I get you. That's why I want to make sure that when people say it, and then in the armed forces, or Army, Navy, Air Force, or Marines, you know, when you guys say it, it's one thing. When I say it, I'm a nobody. I'm not in it. I don't think we should be involved in that bullshit. It's reported that diplomats Putin has plans to invade Europe. Well, then you have some shit to talk about. But the Ukraine? Sorry. Unpopular opinion. Whoa, Lex Luthor. I can't say that. Ukraine also shut off major supply of water to one of the Russian majority cities to the point where the crops died up and the city only gets water 12 hours a day. We'll just give them, why don't they put Brando on them? It has electrolytes. I saw some info about Ukraine cutting off water supply to Russia. Is Putin against Ukraine or deep state? Putin is making history for his legacy that is almost over. I agree. I like it. I like the show. This is good. It's car stuff and politics stuff. That's good shit. We need to get back to old America, whip everyone's ass and keep them in check. Well, how many countries got stupid with Homeboy?
And we say bye-bye.
How many countries got sideways with Homeboy?
And we say bye-bye.
For 4 years, how many motherfuckers said anything?
And we say bye-bye.
Nobody said shit. Trump would go in to the fucking NATO meetings and push motherfuckers out of the way. The fuck out of the way. That fuck out of here. I'm top dog in here. Fuck out of here. Y'all motherfucking leeching off our people. Get out. I'm front and center. Fuck you. You're okay. No, but he said grab women by the pussy. Man, this is a business. And you got to run it like a businessman. Nobody fucked when Papi Trump was in there. How many people in 4 fucking years got sideways with Papi Trump? Nobody. The moment someone else got in there, fuck this guy. He's going to sanction us. Fuck you, Sam. We're going to take this. They want us to care because no sitting U.S. president has lost a re-election during a war. Oh, he'll lose. Oh, boy, he'll lose. because it's not going well. Trump zapped Soleimani when she was visiting and told him during dinner, hey, by the way, I'm gonna kill the fuck out. I'm gonna zap this motherfucker. We are so precise with our weaponry. It's pretty impressive. When I want to learn about car stuff, I watch Engineering Explained. When I want to learn about politics, I always go to the Peasant Chat. That's what I mean. It's so ridiculous. We definitely need Trump back in office. I fear that the left won't allow another fair election. Yeah, I get it. Look, I'm with you on all that shit. I hope China doesn't start no shit. If they start a war, it could go bad. Guys, it would be awful. It would be fuck car shit. We'd be talking about staying alive shit. Then no more Peasant Chat unless I do some kind of unless Starlink is still up and running by that time. That's why the first thing that if they were to attack us, what would be the first thing they would attack? Right? Our communications. That's the first thing they would attack. Our communications, 100%. They said they shut off Facebook in Russia. Like Russia literally shut off. Could you imagine a country has control of a social media platform access to the country? How does that even work? They just zap. Fuck them. Unreal. This live has become mandatory Sunday morning therapy. Don't you guys think the world is just going fucking nuts? And you wonder if other people out there think like you? Then you come to this chat and you go, thank God people think like me. Because if you live like in Massachusetts, in Connecticut, in Michigan, in California, and you think like a normal ass person, you think everyone has gone to shit. Trump dropping Moabs. Underground pirate peasant chat. Like, how would I get my signal out? I get the Nebuchadnezzar and broadcast my pirate signal into the Matrix. Hey, maybe we should get some Stang mode emergency food. Well, he has his emergency food, but I like grabbing bitches by the pussy. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, not randomly. The U.S. doesn't have money, manpower, or will for another conflict, let alone the one that might cause a minor daily inconvenience. We have more shit than you think. Let anyone attack us. Watch how psycho we get. Right now, we're complacent. We got our iPhones. We got our internet. We got our food. We're complaining about $5 a gallon, $4 a gallon premium gas. We got it good here compared to other countries. But let someone blatantly attack us. Watch every motherfucker just start playing Fortunate One. They start blaring Fortunate One out of the yee diesel mobiles. And they're ready to fight. They don't fuck around here. It's getting to idiocracy. Morning, Alex. Glad you liked the rear seat delete, sir. It was excellent. I laughed so fucking hard. Thank you so much. Jake got the package. I went down there, got it, and I said I have to install it and make a quick little Instagram video on it. Did that with the LEDs. I brought it to the house here so y'all can see it on the Peasant Chat. It's good shit. Yeah, he's hawking that shit now. Where are we getting all the lithium for EVs? China owns 80% of it. We say buying from them, no energy independence. Okay, I'm going to have to school somebody here. What is it? Tesla battery materials. So the new battery, the cathode, which uses materials such as nickel, cobalt, iron, and lithium, is the other size EV battery. We're getting away from using lithium, like heavy lithium, batteries. Now they're using LFP rather than continue without supporting. Rather than LFP is chemistry rather than nickel, cobalt, aluminum, which Tesla will continue to use in its longer range vehicles. So Tesla's changing the battery cell chemistry that uses it in its standard range vehicles. The automaker said Wednesday in its third quarter investor deck. The new batteries will use lithium iron phosphate chemistry rather than nickel, cobalt, aluminum, which Tesla will continue to use in its longer range vehicles. The longer range vehicle batteries are made out of nickel, cobalt, and aluminum. So we are depending less and less on lithium specifically, especially for the long range vehicles. Just saying. I'm up on this shit. Afghanistan equals battery. Yes, it affects us even after 9/11. That lasted about 2 years. Bush won 2004 election by narrowly edging out a win in Ohio. You're right about that. God forbid they shut down Facebook, then people would have to get a life. Good. God forbid they shut down Facebook. Then people would have to get a life. LOL and no more keyboard warriors. Oof. So they have to have and cut it in half. The spell check. The Go Tesla. Damn, didn't know exactly. Frank Olivides. One thing we have to do, guys, as a car, we're internal combustion engine guys here. We're internal combustion engine guys here, but we cannot be ignorant. Ignorant is not a dig at you. It means keep your eyes closed and head in the sand about EV stuff, because a lot of people are still to this day showing pictures of a lithium mine and saying stuff like, is this more harmful to the planet than the fucking oil? And I'm like, most battery manufacturers are getting away from lithium. And I've told you guys many times, look up emerging battery technologies. Lithium will be a thing of the past, dude. Where's Turvey? Right, this is his chat. Where's Turvey? Alex, how much more firepower if I port my AR? I wish gas prices would be half. What the duck? I'm missing my other half. People are so fucking stupid, Alex. Maybe we need to have a very bad situation to weed out the morons and let them die. Well, a mass extinction event is due. I mean, we're pretty due for a mass extinction event. But the problem is, every time there's a war, every time there's a mass extinction event, nature causes more men to be born. Look into the statistics that during a war or during a time of massive male deaths, a lot of boys are born. It's almost as if Gaia knows that men are dying out in war, and more men are born during a mass extinction event or a war. All of a sudden, baby boys are born to replenish. It kind of makes me think we're in the fucking Matrix, dude. It blows my mind about that shit. Join late. Catch the replay at work this morning. Have a good one. I'd love for Tesla to drive to work. Yeah, I would love a Tesla for my drive to work. Exactly. Just imagine you can drive to work. You don't have to turn the car on. You don't have to hear anything about cold start issues in the morning. You just have your hot rod there for the afternoon. You get in it, turn on Pornhub, Tesla, drive me to work, and you jerk off all the way to work. Oh, man. Come on. You mean more Turveys would be born? I thought COVID was the mass extinction event. I think that was COVID, but it failed. It did fail. Well, who's Pookie? Turvey is probably a Russian spy. I had a young girl tell me, "Don't tread on me" flag was racist. You fucking kidding me? These cuck-ass bitches. How is it racist? Ask her to explain to you how it is racist. Then they grow up and become gender fluid. Alex, you can't say that they choose their gender, not you. No, meaning that they don't choose, just boys are born. Did you guys see the Instagram story that it said baby boy born without a penis? And everyone's like, wow, crazy. That also happened to my sister. Alex, you surprised Russia hasn't taken over Ukraine this deep into the war? Yes, because we were told that Russia was badass. Russia was this, we have some of the most capable weaponry in the world here. Then they can't take over Ukraine. But this is why. They want to oust the government. They want to keep the people. The energy has to stay running because it's Russia's energy. They want to keep the people and get rid of the government. That's really difficult to do. Because Ukrainians have they've been independent for a little while now, and they don't want to go back to Mother Russia. And if they see Mother Russia trying to take over and try to keep the people and get rid of the government, they're going to fight back. They're going to do like we would do here. Everyone will get armed up. If someone tried to invade, how many guys do you know that own a huge stockpile of weaponry and they're wishing a you-know-what would? I wish some motherfucker invade this shit so that you have justification to rat-tat-tat motherfuckers. Imagine if that shit was happening in the U.S. Come on in. Yeah, get the fuck over here. Yeah, get over here, motherfuckers. I've been dying to pull the trigger on this fucking ghost AR. Bitch. Shit. Me. Says Coyote Kelly. I wish a motherfucker would. Ukraine is making Russia look super bad. It's like a bunch of PVTs running around with AKs. Privates. Gratata. Imagine Yes, please. Fuck around and find out. Oof. And I bet you don't think Ukrainians are that. Ukrainians don't fuck. Okay, I'm old. One of the first videos I ever saw on the internet was on bangedup.com. No, it wasn't a sex site. Bangedup.com in like the late 90s, early 2000s. And if I'm not mistaken, it was a Russian getting his head cut off by I don't know who it was, but it might have been a not Ukrainian, but it might have been a Kosovo or something. And he was like, boy, she cut the and he had his foot on his fucking head. And he went in and went, and oh my God. I said, that's what's going on over there? Woof. It was like 1999 to 2000. And I saw that and I went, oh yeah, no, I'm good. I'm going to pass on that. There's people over there that you don't want to fuck with. There, remember Mirko Krokop? He was a Russian MMA fighter, but he was also like a special forces police officer. That would be Chechnya. Thank you, Jason Babal. It messed up my head forever. So Mirko Krokop was like one of those Russian, like he had that 1,000-mile or 1,000-yard stare, whatever you call it. He was psycho. And when he would fight, you're like, this guy's a real killer. Like if you ever want to watch a really good fight, watch Mirko Krokop versus Vanderlei Silva in Pride. Oh, dude, back then you could stomp a motherfucker on the ground. But let's travel over there, Alex. Hey, Alex, you know where I really want to go for vacation? Where? The Baltics or Kosovo or Yugoslavia. I really want to go to Yugoslavia. Moldova. Stay your ass home. Go to Arizona. I saw that back then. Horrible to see. Yeah, dude, it was nasty. It was one of the worst things I've ever seen. And that's war. That's war for you motherfuckers. Like it ain't no joke. It ain't no you guys probably, you younger guys probably think war is like the video game. And you get caught. They wrap your head up with like clear tape. They make you call your family and say, oh, I'm a piece of shit. I'm going to die right now. They make you call your family now. Oh, you want to come to our country and you want to invade? Okay, give me your cell phone. iPhone 1. Oh, you must be poor as shit. Maybe Putin is not paying his soldiers very good. Huh? Okay, call your wife right now and tell her you're going to get fucking head chopped off and say you love your children. What? Yeah. Call your wife right now and tell her you came to invade our country and we're going to chop your head off and send it to your children in a box. That's war. Some fucked up shit happens. Alex, do you think Turvey would sound like there's no respawn in real life? Right. I saw two Russian hammer a dude to death, then beheaded him back in the day. There's some fucked up shit out there. No chance of seeing Pripyat now. There's no capturing me. I will go all spraying that torture bullshit. Exactly. Accent on point. You know when my Russian accent is decent? Well, my English Russian accent is I played Grand Theft Auto 4, I think it is, with Niko Bellic. And I watched all the stories and I'm like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. Sounds like the things Mexican cartels do, right? Órale, ¿cómo está, güey? Ven acá, llama a tu familia, porque vienes aquí para yo no sé, para tratar de vender drogas en donde nosotros vivimos. Llama a tu mujer. Hola, ¿cómo está? Ay, papi, ¿cómo está? Bueno, me van a cortar la verga y metérmelo por el culo y después te van a mandar un paquete de 10 o 14 cajas y va a ser mi cuerpo porque me van a cortar totalmente de cabeza hasta los pies y la verga mía va a estar en mi culo para que sepa, ¿ok? Oh. They wouldn't even let you call your family taste like crap. Nico, it's your cousin Roman. Do you want to go bowling? Mira, güey, soy Mencho. Audio. Who's your buddy here in the chat that runs the Sinaloa cartel? Oh, Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. Puro pinche hey, call your wife. Mira, pendejo. Llama a tu mujer, dile que vas a morir hoy.
Puro pinche 956 a la verga.
No, cabrón, vas a morir hoy. Hoy mueres. Porque viniste aquí a coger nuestro negocio.
Puro pinche 956 a la verga.
Ese cabrón. Mira, cabrón. I'm Albanian and that shit happens all the time. Your Russian sounds exactly like Teddy KGB from Rounders. We should send Turvey to Ukraine. They have so much to learn from him. He can eyeball the gaps in their front line. Could you imagine Turvey becomes the main tank mechanic and he takes 2 hammers and just happens to fix everything in the front line? Unbelievable. Talk dirty to me, Alex. I need a couple more pumps. Shit really happens. Had a cousin get kidnapped and killed and ransomed down there. I don't visit anymore. You guys want to go to Cancun? No. I wonder what Alex's group would be called if Red Dawn incident occurred. Turvey can fix the Russian convoy. Coca-Cola will have someone tell their wife that the Gen 3 Rush blower is the best blower out there before Chep Talk. Mira, llama a tu mujer y dile que el supercargador de la tercera generación no es una mierda. No es una mierda. Porque me están bufeando. Turvey's a tank tech. Turvey's installing 352s in them Ukrainian tanks. Did you see the scenes of them shooting down helicopters? I mean, like, it's like a video game. It literally is like a video game. And I found out that suka and bliat is like fuck and shit, I think. Bliat is fuck and suka is bitch, or is suka bitch and bliat is fuck. Because you hear, oh, toishi. Then you hear the javelin. Boom, suka bliat. The Alex Amory will suit up. Turvey would have busted the tank track's wheels with those indestructible Chinese tires he has. Watch the death race first race yesterday. The chick with the Frankenstein hard to whack the Gatling gun on the hood to get it running. Don't even know what the hell they're talking about. Alex, imagine that power plant blowing up. Oh, that's the scariest thing. Chernobyl. Did you guys see the meme where it says sending the Chernobyl soldiers? Send in those. Release the Chernobyl men. Bliat. Exactly. So look at share screen. Chernobyl soldiers. Oh, Russian soldiers when the Ukrainian commander says, release the Chernobyl men. Bliat. That means fuck. Oh, wait, wrong one. Wrong. Share this tab instead. Yeah, I don't want to fuck. I'm telling you, send in the Chernobyl soldier. Chernobyl men. Oh, fuck, man. This is wonderful. I mean, the memes, and that's the thing. Every single time there's like a huge catastrophe, we start making memes. Yeah, like I'm blown away. Remember what happened to the time that we were supposed to raid Area 51 to free the aliens? Do you send in the Chernobyl men? Then Turvey walks out. Oh, fuck. Hey, Alfredo Diaz, get me your information. Let me get you some cookies for that comment. Alfredo Diaz, hit up or EPA. If EPA is on the chat, Lake or Melissa, if they're on the chat, get Alfredo Diaz some cookies. Get Alfredo Diaz some cookies. You win the cookies today. That made me laugh very hard. But yes, Alfredo Diaz, the winner of the cookie giveaway. We're going to do 3 again this month. So I'll space them out nicely. So Alfredo Diaz, hit up Don't My God Cookies _LLC on Instagram. Let them know. Verify it's you. And then you can get yourself some cookies. Is that the ghost of Kiev? Our kids will learn about the history through memes. Fucking sloth from the Goonies. Suka bliat in Russian translate to it's over, Johnny. It's over. Nothing is over.
It's over, Johnny.
Oh, yes, sir.
It's over.
Oh my God. Mexican, Russian, American voices.
You just don't turn it off.
Send us messages. Hey, Melissa, looking good as always. She says, send us a message on IG. Oh my God, cookies _ LLC. Should be good to go. Get out of here, stalker. Not only the power plant itself blowing up would be scary as fuck, but if the Red Force were to catch fire, it would release a lot of the nuclear waste in the air. Think about what a nuclear, if you guys are on Amazon Prime, go watch Chernobyl. And they explain in very scientific terms what happened. It was a meltdown. It is a meltdown. It basically melted to nothing and almost got the water supply fucked up. But anything around it is shit for many years. I think when you remove the rods, right, and the cooling goes away, because that's what happened in, let's say, actually, the Fukushima Daiichi plant, I think after the tsunami hit, they ran out of power and they couldn't cool the core. That's the biggest thing that happened in the Fukushima Daiichi plant in Japan. That was a worse disaster than Chernobyl. Yes, they had a physical fucking core explosion caught on camera. And that happened because the pumps shut off and it couldn't cool the core anymore. Russia would be really stupid to try to do anything to a nuclear power plant. And stop saying nuclear, please. People that say nuclear, I want to punch them right in the face. It's nuclear. Okay? So if you were to take over a nuclear power plant, or if you were to bomb it, now you're endangering the planet. Now you're endangering a whole section of the planet that will carry over. There is no joke when it comes to nuclear materials and runaway nuclear, like a nuclear fission process or whatever you want to call it. It will absolutely be a disaster. People will melt to death or they'll die over the course of years from cancerous growths and everything in all of Europe, like most of Europe. During the Chernobyl disaster, I think they had some contaminants in the air, like hundreds of miles away. They were warning about, hey, there's a lot of fallout from this nuclear disaster. So if that happens in the Ukraine, then it could be a big world war safety issue type situation where they're like, we got to go in there and stop this motherfucker. Because once you do that, if someone was to sabotage, you want to fuck up a whole chunk of the planet, sabotage a nuclear power plant. That'll fuck everything up. They didn't have any Harbor Freight generators. See, again, meme shit. The Red Forest is still very radioactive. Several people have walked through it with dosimeters. And the damage lasts for thousands of years. 3 Mile Island, American Chernobyl, nuclear Amory. A nuclear plant is controlled reaction. If you take away the control, you have a major fucking issue. It's all about the rods, the rod control, and cooling. That's it. That's the basics. You know, the reaction from the rods in the core and the cooling of such reaction. And if you take those two away, say, hold up, it's disaster, like ridiculous. People have no idea, like what a nuclear, that scares me the most. Nothing scares me more than a nuclear reaction or some kind of, guys, watch the Demon Core. I love you guys. You got to watch the Demon Core. It's 2 pieces of metal. And the closer you get them together, the higher the reaction. And this fucking thing killed so many people because people were so ignorant to what it was doing. So watch the Demon Core on YouTube. It's going to scare the shit out of you. And imagine that 10, 50, 100-fold. Not a good look. Nuke power is the cleanest. Don't they have some plants in Florida? Yes, they do. It is the cleanest, but there is still nuclear. There is still a byproduct. But the problem is it's the cleanest and the best and the most efficient. But if you lose control, meaning regulation of the reaction and the cooling of the reaction, it can be a disaster. Chernobyl sent a rod. It said many rods. Send in Homer Simpson. He'll save them all. There's tons of recent Inside Chernobyl on YouTube that are good. Yes, like the sarcophagus that they put over the whole thing. Good nuclear morning. This is Terry Scott. Cooling is the main thing everywhere from engines to power plants, 100%. The fucking screwdriver in the Demon Core video. The screwdriver in the Demon Core video. Guys, watch today after the show, the Demon Core. Sit back, watch the whole fucking thing. It'll blow your mind. The U.S. is closing a lot of nuclear plants like Plymouth, Mass, near me. But some of those are decommissioned. You got to understand, some of them are decommissioned because they're not efficient enough and they don't have the proper safety measures. Nuclear power plants, guys, modern nuclear power plants are some of the most safest, secure places ever. They have armed guards. The one here in Port St. Lucie, they have literally military personnel looking motherfuckers in the front with the big shit. Nobody fucking around there. They got the blick. They're ready. And the AR, whatever they got going on. And, it's not like just a security guard at the gate. No, you come in sideways. They Swiss cheese you up. Watch the day after if you think a nuke fight is cool. It's not cool. Fuck no, nothing. Nuke accidents are forever. Exactly. Don't look at the blue light. Forget the blue light. If you were near it, you're fucking dead. Like the moment the room, when the Demon Core touched for that second, oops, clunk, push it out of the way. The scientist went, well, we're all dead. Stay where you are. Here's a piece of paper. I'm going to point out where I was, where homeboy was, where this guy was, where that guy, so I can measure how much each of us got, how much radiation each of us got. And then he calculated that, yeah, we're all fucking dead. And they all died a very slow, painful death. It was awful. Are you for or against this type of energy? I'm for it because it is so efficient. But if an accident happens, it's a insane risk reward, right? Look, you guys know a high compression car that's boosted runs really fucking good. Well, there's a risk reward. You can blow it up pretty easily. 14.1 compression and 40 PSI, you're probably going to blow it up. Alice, when the U.S. was testing and putting people around the explosion, they could see through their body like an X-ray. Fuck. How about you guys want to see something crazy? I've had my rod to get hot while inside the core. I've had my rod to get hot while the inside the core and it exploded. It's always The Shadows of Hiroshima. The Shadows of Hiroshima. Oh my Lord. The Shadows of Hiroshima. Look into that, guys. Share screen, Chrome tab, The Shadows of Hiroshima. What you're looking at here, guys, is shadows burned onto equipment from the light of a atom bomb going off. Yes, the shadow got burned into the metal, into the steps, into the walls. This is fake. This looks fake as fuck to me. This is fake too. I think these are more accurate. The shadows got burned into the concrete and walls. They got x-rayed, bro. That scares if that doesn't scare you to the power of the atom. Yeah, I mean, you guys really got to look into to know the severity of the impact of such a thing. So when the Russians are fucking around with nuclear power plants, everyone's ears perked up. They went, wait, what? They're doing what? They're doing what? Yeah, we're gonna have to do something. Yeah, there were soldiers that could see through their bodies while covering their eyes, blast from miles away. Yeah, I looked at that. Pretty chilling photos. Those are terrible. I've seen the Hiroshima shadows on concrete of bodies. Yeah, I looked at that. Pretty chilling photos. Check out the kid who built a small reactor in his shed and almost destroyed his city. And Tony Spadafino. What's up, everyone? We're getting into deep conversation in this case. Hi, guys. How you doing? What did I miss? The fireball is 6,000 plus degrees. That's cheap. This chat every week, like, where are we going? Was somebody whizzing on the wall? Sorry, I'm late. Please start over. So then you start talking about nuclear stuff. What was the thing that I was looking at the other day where it was the size of bombs in comparison to each other? atomic bombs. Here we go. Okay, this is a good one. This is a good representation of what the Russians have the capability. That's why we really don't want to fuck around and find out. You know what I mean? So check this chart out. This chart is chilling as fuck. That's why war with Russia is no joke. And sometimes if what do you want to do? You really want to fuck with Russia? Because if they start popping off about nuclear stuff, you got to take that shit serious. So check this out. Hiroshima is this guy. This guy right here, guys. Again, Hiroshima is this guy. This guy right here. This guy. Trinity next to it. Mike, Bravo, and Tsar Bomba. What the Russians have access to. This guy is Hiroshima. Trinity. Bravo, Mike, Tsar Bomba. I really don't think you want to fuck around and find out with a nation like that. You know what I mean? Hydrogen bombs are even crazier. Yes, that one guy. How much plutonium Miss Hillary gave to Russia? Minuteman is King Daddy. They have even bigger now. Exactly, Ashton 5.0. So when we're talking war, so imagine, Bliat, exactly, Suka. Imagine we start giving guns to the Ukrainians. We start giving them javelins. We start giving them no-fly zones. Russia's going to go, oh, you fuck. I don't talk to people that talk to my enemies. That bring it down to a smaller level. If I know you fucks with a dude that I don't fucks with, I don't fuck with you. Right? Russia is in there trying to get Ukraine. And if they find out the U.S. is in there supplying guns, weapons, and potentially, air cover, it's not just they give them guns, let them defend themselves. It's a whole nother thing, guys. Tsar Bomba is a global event. The Chernobyl elephant's foot might as well be wearing black Air Force Ones because it's death on sight. Alfredo Diaz is from the hood because when you're gonna slide on somebody, you gotta wear the black Air Force Ones. That's black Air Force One activity. If you got black Air Force Ones in your closet, you've done some shit. This motherfucker, 1.21 gigawatts. Putin said if there was no world with Russia, if there's no world with Russia, then fuck the world. Oof, I mean, maybe. Well, you need the plutonium to create 1.21 gigawatts. The Tsar was a very impractical to deliver. It was almost as big as the plane that dropped it. Read about the dead hand, officially known as perimeter. How much does it really matter if their bombs are bigger? We'll all be dead anyways, right? Yeah, 100%. But that's what we're facing. Everyone dying. Like this little incursion into the Ukraine can be like, everyone can die if we fuck with them. So it's not just a Ukraine thing. Again, I'm on the point where like, why do we care that much? Why do we care that much? Explain to me why we care that much. Explain to me. Xander's motors are like small Hiroshima. A single nuclear bomb these days will kill over 1 million people in an instant. I have a pair of black Air Force Ones, and you've done some crazy shit. Black One's clean and deadly, says Devencha. Of course he chimes in when we start talking Air Force One, says Devin Childress. Yeah, man, you see guys walking around with black Air Force Ones, get the fuck out of there. Where's Jesus Christ when you need him? They'd probably drop it in the 956. Put a pinche 956 a la verga. I have a feeling that even if you drop a Tsar Bomba in the 956,
put a pinche 956 a la verga.
I think they'll live. I think they'll live. I think they'll be at a truck meet 2 days later with a Mexico Racing League shirt on. Fucking with Russians like fucking with your tuner. You're going to fuck around and find out. That's the thing. Sometimes you just got to let shit go. If you guys see a guy, big man, huge man, you know he can fuck you up. Beefing with another dude, and you think about like, okay, let that guy, I'm going to defend that guy. Well, the possible outcomes of you defending that guy is you getting your shit pushed in. You go, maybe he did something wrong. Maybe he did something wrong. I'm not going to get involved. It's all good. Ashton 5, just bend the knee and let him have it. So save the world. It's horrible, but a worldwide event is the end. Thank you very much. Exactly. They're like roaches. They live through everything. Puro pinche. Big deal, Holmes. Now we can have a big roast. Oh, you're going to drop a Zarbamba? Hold on, son. Let me get the adobo. Let me get the pica de gallo. Hey, put this big on. I'm not calling them cockroaches. I'm just saying, I think they'll live through that. You know the 956. Everyone's got herpes. Everyone's got fucking everything. It's the 956, man. Puro pinche 956.
A la verga.
You think a Zarbamba is going to be a problem? Ba la 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 bomba, says E-Rock. The plane that delivers a Tsar bomb tops out at 450 miles an hour. Tu-95 Bear is a B-29 copy. GT500 Burnout sound like randomly pop into my mind. He gets it. He gets it. Aldo Ships gets it. He goes, no big deal. No big deal. So say, holy, yo, big deal. Russia has a bigger red button. How about to make a 956 cockroach sticker? This country was founded on the premise of isolation. We fucked up when we decided to intervene in everyone else's shit. This country was founded on religious freedom. Oh, los elotes, güey. Los elotes. Puro fireworks. It's about time the 956 got some fireworks, man. This puto. Man, I'm telling you, I don't ever want to visit the 956 because I'd probably be like, oh my God, you know. Could you imagine I visit the 956 and I go, yeah, they should bomb this motherfucker. Puro pinche night. It's like puro troqueando, no quema cut, troqueando, cumbia music, elotes, cups full of paprika and corn, and like sideshow meats and burnouts in single cab Silverados. The valley would really have to carne asadas. Nuclear follow makes elotes taste so much better. Maybe Ukraine is threatening to out Brandon and his money and made from Russia if Brandon doesn't offer to help. Major conspiracy theory A. It's only a theory until it comes true to life, right? Imagine Ukraine's like, hey, remember Burisma and all that shit? Remember all that money we gave to the big guy, Hunter? Yeah, Russia's trying to squabble. And they're coming in a little too high power.
Check this out, fool. You're coming a little too high.
What? I can mix those two. I can mix those two. Hold on.
Check this out, fool. You're coming a little too high.
Pinche 956 a la verga.
Oh, gotta love it. Oh, come on, Alex. You park your Mustang there and leave it for a few days. Street trucks. Cookout at Shrek Motorsports. Cookout at Shrek Motorsports. He's so calm. He's like, hey, how you doing? There's a bomb coming, but I'm gonna have your turbo kit installed before the bomb hits, okay? So we can go to Edinburgh and spin for the first 100 feet. Hey, so nuclear winter's coming, but I'm gonna get your rear end done before it falls nuclear fallout. I got you. Shout out to Shrek Motorsports. He gets it done. Oh man, Edward Martinez like, oh coño, puro pinche Russia through a fucking. They say they're gonna have an ICBM gonna land here in about 20 minutes. Shrek Motorsports would be like, I think I can get your car done before then. So we'll go to Edinburgh and test. Oh man, I love you, man. I love Shrek Motorsports, man. They get it done no matter what. No matter what. Nuke goes off. He jumped the light. Run it again. Run it again. Run it again. Some motherfucker flashed before the light went off. Fuck that. Big facts. SMS gets it done. Mira, we're gonna die tomorrow, but not before we go nines in your car, fool. Oh, fuck. He gets it done, man. Big facts. Be dead before you get your Whipple. Could you imagine? Imagine your Whipple box delivery package out for delivery today. Fuck, man. I almost had the Whipple on my shit. Damn. Hell yeah. SMS. Oh, shit. He gets it done. Bro, have you ever had your shit pushed in? Put a pinche SMS a la verga, cut. I'm gonna finish it. Hey, I know that Russia is flying over our heads right now, ready to bomb us. But don't worry about that. Your headers will be installed, and your rear end will be done, and your turbo kit will be tuned. It's okay. We got it. 80 weeks to get nuked. Right. I love the peasant chats. We talked about so much shit today. Not before nuke goes off. You talking about 956, the way Springfield kids used to talk about Holyoke. No, look, the 956 I've never been there, but to me, it sounds like the Wild West, right? Like, it's just like people acting all crazy. Like Edward Martinez is from there, and so is Shrek, and those like some of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. But the way they make it sound like it's like super fucked up. I always get love from the homies. Come on, man, the homies love me. You see Mushroom Cloud at 40 weeks before the Whipple arrives. China gets the war, then Whipple is fit. Well, maybe we let China take Taiwan if it ramps up manufacturing. All of a sudden, China takes over Taiwan and Whipple kits just start getting shipped out like a motherfucker. Your Whipple arrives at the doorstep and you see the mushroom cloud in the background. Looking to trade PS5 for 50 gallons of 93. This is Milton Perez. At least heat-seeking missiles will take out the hoodless race cars first. Good shit. Yesterday's bomb is not today's bomb. It all reminds me about the SR-71 Blackbird has no defense capability. It just gaps missiles. Wish I can hit the like button twice for all this laugh. Can we be any more fucked than the 313? I don't know shit about the 313, but a puro pinche 956 a la verga cuz gives me all the material on the planet. I'm still looking for someone to make me a tailgate mural for the F-150, and it's going to be a mix of like Jesus and that guy that was in the truck. I'm still looking for someone to make me a wrap so I can put on the back of the tailgate of Champ Stamp and have it be super 956. But it has to be high quality. I gotta have like a high quality wrap that goes back to that has murals and the Virgin Mary and the puro pinche 956 guy, everything. I can't wait. Yesterday's nuke is not as powerful as today's nuke. Exactly. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. This chat has been everything. We talked about NMRA basically telling you to unbolt your safety equipment that makes you safer if you want to run a 9.0 and you wonder why the baddest cars on the planet, Coyote cars or Ford, do not do NMRA True Street. They shoot themselves in the foot. Unbelievable. Then we talked about Ukraine stuff. We talked about Whipple getting cars, blowers out faster if we let China take over Taiwan. Talked about Ukraine, the Chernobyl soldiers. We talked about the Hiroshima shadows. We talked a bunch of shit. This is the best show around. Come on. Where the fuck are you going to get all? Then we talked about puro pinche 956 a la verga cuz and SMS getting shit done in the middle of a nuclear winter. Hey, man, it's a little cold outside because the nuclear winter. But I got some new SMS hoodies for sale. We good. He gets it done no matter what. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Have a good rest of your Sunday. I will see you guys tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for YDBT Daily. I'm going to sit back and listen back to the show and probably laugh my ass off because during the show, I don't know what the fuck I say, but after the show, seems to be a good time. And congrats to, I think, Alfredo Diaz for winning the cookies. We'll do another giveaway soon. We'll probably do it Tuesday on Talking Shit and then get Melissa and Lake some some, get some giveaway, get you guys some of the cookies and get them some business, some foot traffic. All right, guys, I'm out of here. See you guys later. See you Monday. Bye.